Hey people, welcome to the Monday live stream. It is May the 26th, I think. It is just after 5:30 and it's nice and sunny and warm out. How about that? I think it's around 21 degrees. No rain. Looks like proper weather has finally returned to Toronto. Hey, hello Picard. Toronto's doo-wop music guy, good to see you. Zach the transit enthusiast. Carl Roth. Karen on the Humber. Alan K. Yvonne Atherton, good to see you. What's up, Lena Sandoval and Lee and Carol Ellie. Just standing in a shady spot here. Hey, William Elliott, Damon Washington, welcome. Mr. Adams Apple. Alex Oliveira. Kevin Hawthorne's in the house. Good evening to George. What's up, Howard and YouTube and Gabriella? Hello. I am in Little Portugal. Hey, funny dog. John Nicholson, Harold G, hello from across the lake. Peter Bradfield. Yeah, I just finished recording 2 videos. Since it's so nice out today, I had to make sure I try to record some content. And I found myself here in Little Portugal on Dundas Street West. Hey, Kyle Walker, hello. We're walking towards the sun, but I'm gonna veer to the north. I think I'll go all the way up to Bloor Street. Hey, Peter Stock. Crossing Sheridan Avenue. Little Portugal, Dundas. This is also the old village of Brockton here, which was once upon a time a separate place from the city of Toronto before it got annexed Hey, Coco Carlos. Get some piri-piri chicken, says Funny Dog. I take it you frequent this neighborhood for that? Peter Bradfield says, sing something from the Sgt. Pepper's album. What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Thank you very kindly, Peter Bradfield. Much appreciated. Just wanted to show the alleyway, but that's the thing about Toronto, you know. You think you spot like a place where you want to get a shot or maybe sit down for a moment or something. You better do it quick, because in a matter of seconds there'll be a person there, right? There's just always so many people wandering around that alleyway will have someone walking in it if you don't get that shot beforehand. That bench will have someone sitting in it if you don't run and grab it as soon as you see it's available. Hey, Randy Roberts, Tom Seeley, Craig O'Connor, Jan Neeson, X Pelta. Like this bench here, I guarantee within the next couple minutes someone will be sitting there, because I was looking for a place to set up my streaming gear after I finished my video, and as I was still recording I walked past a bench and I thought, okay, I'll go back to that bench and I'll use that to set up my streaming stuff, as I can sit down and put my gimbal down and all that sort of thing. So I wrapped up my video. I walked about a minute back to that bench and sure enough it was no longer available. I was like, oh no. Hey, Davey Bukaj, hello. Wow, wait, 58 years. I remember the 20th anniversary of Sgt. Pepper. That was a big deal on the news because, you know, it was 20 years ago today. Sgt. Pepper taught the band to play. So every news outlet had a big story on the 20th anniversary of Sgt. Pepper. I remember I recorded most of them on my old VHS I had at the time. Hey, Mark Lang, hello. Mike Landry, what's up? There's Margaretta Street. Let's walk north up Margaretta Street. John O'Meara, hello. Can I cross here? Anyway, too many cars. Hey, Andy Wood. I don't know where all these people are going, but they all feel the need to use a car to get there. On a beautiful day like this. Hey, Jellybean. SG, hello. Oh, that's too bad. Well, Henry can take care of himself. I'm sure he's doing okay. But it sucks, you know, when Dingus is... Hey, good, hi. How are you? Good, cool. Do you ever say hi in the chat when I'm streaming or anything? Yes. Oh, cool. What's your chat name? What is it? Philip Souza? Yeah. Okay, right on. Nice meeting you, man. Cool. Right. I guess you just saw me streaming, or? No, look, you were standing there. Oh, okay. So it's just a coincidence. Nice. You'll be here in a week or two, no? For due west with Johnny, or no? Oh, probably. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Right on. Well, nice meeting you. All right. See ya. He's just chilling on the porch. Hey, no clue. Well, that's good. If he wasn't harassed. Hello, L. Yeah, I think anyone who goes up on Henry would probably regret it, right? Henry does not back down. Hey, Bestest Times Reborn, Franny 14. Hello, Torno Junior. Ruben Quinones, hello. Alright, now I'm going to cross College. It's not as annoyingly busy as Dundas was. I'm just making my way north up to Bloor. I wanted to walk along Margaretta just for old time's sake. This is where Megan lived when she was still a Toronto resident. There it is. That was her bedroom window right there. That's right, Alan. That major mission at night to reclaim her elephant statue that she left on the front porch after she moved away. Hey, Daniel, hello.
Get back when I go.
Old townhouses. Yep, John, that is it. It's funny how long ago that was now. Hey, Bestest Times Reborn, $2. Thanks for great videos and streams. Hey, my pleasure. Bestest Times Reborn. Thanks for watching so consistently from down under. You've been a long time viewer and supporter. Cheers, Bestest Times Reborn. Much appreciated. JZ71 watching from Tilsonburg. The tobacco town, right? I don't know, that's a tough one, SG. I might have to think about that. Yahia. This is just a peaceful residential street here, Margaretta Street. Sort of peaceful, except when you have music blaring out of the window. Whoa. And when I stumble off of the curb. Hey, Lilo, hello. I'm gonna re-plug in my power bank here. Let's see if that works. Eat your shorts. How about I eat my own shorts later when I wear them in the hot weather? I remember when that was considered sort of a crude thing to have on TV. Bart saying, "Eat my shorts." People were almost shocked by that, right? Seems so quaint now. Or, "Don't have a cow, man." Like, parents were horrified by that their kids were watching that. Seems laughably innocent now. Peter, it was just a little statue of an elephant. She moved away and accidentally left it on the porch because she would just keep it outside on the porch. So I just went back one night to get it for her. She was living in Guelph, so I just did a stream where I walked there and took it. Because it was hers, right? Hey, Rebecca. No, we're in the West End. We're in the West End. We were in Little Portugal at the beginning of the stream. Now I'm heading up to Bloor Street. Kind of in the Bloorcourt neighborhood. Bloordale, Bloorcourt, one of those. My battery is still going down. I think this cord is crapping out on me. These cords don't last very long at all. Lucky to get like 6 months of use out of these cords before they stop working. All right, let me put down the gimbal again. All right. Yeah, seems like it, Daniel. I don't think this one is even 6 months. Maybe like 3. All right, I can see Bloor Street up ahead. This is like a really long stretch along Margaretta where there's no like cross streets, you know? It's just like an endless city block. It seems like from like College all the way up to Bloor. Not endless, but you get the idea. Toronto is such a weird street grid. Hey, Mark 311, hello. Well, it can get a bit monotonous sometimes, Rebecca, if you want to turn left or right and you can't really, you're just kind of stuck walking along. Sometimes there are laneways that you can walk through, if not a proper street. Hey, Jefferson, hello. Hey, Toronto Walker, good to see you. I saw your video that had the encounter with myself at Toronto City Hall. And of course, Toronto Walker appeared in my video also. I just overheard that woman telling the guy that her cat was named Buffy after the vampire slayer. Alright, Bloor Street. Let's cross to the shadier side. Maybe I should cross over here. Otherwise I'll be standing there forever probably waiting. Make sure a cyclist doesn't come. All right. Ah, shade. All right. Here's the Latin World. I think this is where you get those $1 tacos. Open till midnight today. You went to Kensington? I walked past Kensington today. Didn't actually go through the neighborhood though. Hey, Famous Master, hello. Let's take in the sights and sounds of Bloor. Bloor.
Terrible.
Like, you didn't recognize him?
Yeah.
Like does something
Tower City. As in the CN Tower, I take it. Hey, Mark M, hello. Johnny says hi. Did he say hi in the chat? Or he told you that he said hi? Cynthia Sunflowers, what's up? Is this a new coffee shop opening? I'm on Bloor. Or is it Blur, as in the band? Woohoo!
Take a picture of me.
Hello. Good, how are you?
Beautiful city. We just had some adjustments.
Okay. I
Help the homeless people, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
God loves you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Have a good day. You're just saying some nice things about Toronto and about people helping one another. Hey, Jennifer Haley, hello. Ainsworth Antics. massive new development. Glad to hear it, SG. I wonder why these are chained up. Little bench here, but nope. Unless you want to climb over the chain, I guess. Hey, Kristen. I don't think he was a viewer, just a dude who spotted me live streaming. We did have a viewer earlier, though. So we're heading east on Bloor. It's not exactly hot, but it's very pleasant. I mean, the sun can feel a bit warm when you're directly exposed to it. Doesn't feel truly hot to me, though. If it was 25, then maybe. I think that's where I consider to be the beginnings of hot. There's another Mexican restaurant here. Hey, got a deal. Well, check it out. They're trying to prevent pigeons from hanging out up there, but it doesn't seem to be working. The pigeons have found a way. Nature finds a way. I think the pigeons are smart enough, you know, to avoid those. Hey, look, a bench that doesn't have people sitting on it. Amazing. Let me fiddle with my power bank again. You see a free bench in Toronto. It's like gold. I'm not tired at all, actually. I didn't get up until 12 o'clock today. It'd be pretty bad if I was tired already. Good. Live music here at the corner of Bloor and Dufferin. The Suffering Dufferin. Yeah, we were looking at those condos a moment ago. They like dominate the area now. That is. Looks like one of those things that was on top of the sign. Oh, it goes there? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, it was one of those things that were meant to keep the birds away. But once again, the birds have found a way. Well, birds are the descendants of dinosaurs after all. If the dinosaurs found a way, then the birds can find a way. Nemius, sorry I don't understand your message there. Although I can tell it's a religious message, so I can understand that much. If they persist, I might have to time them out perhaps, or Alan Kay maybe can do the honors if they persist with the annoying messages. Hello. We're close to my sister's house right now. Hey Wesley, hello. I promised Jellybean I'll wear a pair of shorts during a live stream. That was a very extremely generous super chat she sent. I think a shorts wearing stream isn't too much for me to handle. I think I can pull that off. Hey Clifford, hello. Hey, would like to sleep? Zoinks! Hey, Randy Ruck. What's up, Harjot? And welcome, Jeanette. Good to have you. It's so bright here. I want to get back on the shady side of the street. I just crossed earlier away from the shady side because there was copyright music playing on the corner. Guy was playing Al Green. Hey, Megan Alyssa, welcome to the stream. I can barely make out the chat. Got the sun shining directly on my screen here. Alright, I'm going to cross. Actually, I'll cross first here. Does that make sense? Oof. Well, in the middle of summer, it can feel hot right up until 9 o'clock at night. Hey, Christos, hello. Got a lady giving us a concert there. She has a pretend microphone in her hand. Hey, Derek C, hello. Still losing battery here. I think it's stopped going down now. Maybe the cord still has some life left in it. Alicia Lewis. And I decided I'm going to call you Alicia because that's how you refer to yourself when you called Johnny during his Sunday night stream. So I thought, well, if she says Alicia, I'm going to say Alicia. Jack Mahova, hello. Some interesting art on that building. Bird was kind of hovering around the area here. Hey, we're just about at 300 concurrent viewers. So I'm currently walking east on Bloor Street, just at Bloor and Ossington actually. Just seemed like a nice day to do a long Bloor Street walk. All right, Alicia. All right, my wrist is ready, I guess, when the time comes. Crossing Ossington. This is Bloorcourt, the neighborhood we're currently walking through. Or is it Bloordale? It's one or the other. Yeah, Bloorcourt, according to the street sign and the banner. Hey, Bucky Smith. Egg Smart is closed for remodeling. Oh, did you step away and come back, Jelly Bean? Welcome back then. AFC, away from computer. Oh, you had dinner. That was quick. That was a quick dinner. But then again, my dinner is usually pretty quick also, probably like 40 minutes from beginning to end. Basically, take thing out of freezer, remove from box, put on pan, stick in preheated oven, remove from oven after 15-20 minutes, eat, which takes 5-10 minutes. Done. Of course, that varies depending on what I'm eating, right? Yes! Yes! They were reacting to, you know, walking past a live streamer, I guess. Maybe that was like a big deal. So I just had a little fun with it. Hey, Yvonne Atherton, hello. Hey, Christie Pits Park. Looks like these trees are in bloom, whatever they are. What are those? Anyone know? Yeah, Toronto has a nice big city vibe, covering a big chunk, really, a big walkable area. It's really awesome. People go on about how walkable San Francisco is. Everyone knows Manhattan is, you know, a very walkable area, or New York City in general, really. But San Francisco also really gets praised for its walkability because of how compact it is. It's like 49 square miles with like over 800,000 people, which is very dense by American standards. But Old Toronto is also very dense and compact, right? More so than San Francisco. Even if you add York and East York, that takes you up to over 1 million people in a really dense walkable area of about 50 square miles or so, which is pretty much equal to the area of San Francisco, but with a higher population within that area. So basically 1 million people, 50 square miles, you know, we're talking like over 20,000 people per square mile, which is higher than the density of San Francisco by a fair amount. Yeah, it's awesome, Jeanette. Alright, we're about to hit Koreatown. Was that a crabapple tree back there, William? That crossed my mind, I just wasn't sure. It's Shawarma Daddy. Will you be my Shawarma Daddy? Although Shawarma Mama kind of rolls off the tongue a bit more. Reading rave for all you bookworms out there. Well, that's right, Rebecca lives in San Francisco. So we do have a SF local in the chat. Hello Nabil, welcome. Hope you enjoy the walk around Toronto. Jeanette is excited about the reading rave. Welcome to Koreatown. Hey Tiana, welcome. Hope all is well. Just hit 1 hour. And my battery is holding steady. Sometimes it takes a few tries with my power bank cable to get a good connection where it actually works the way it's supposed to. Yeah, I noticed West Coast Walker was in Vancouver now. Robert Saberwall. Sometimes he pops into the chat here. Sometimes as West Coast Walker, sometimes as Robert. I met him not too long ago when he was in Toronto. He gave me an awesome John Lennon book. Hey, Fuzzy Colossus. Just a random table and chairs here. Just looking through the chat. I know I missed some chats directed towards me. Sorry about that. People say hi. Sometimes I don't see it. Either it zips by too fast, or maybe there's some bright sunlight and I can't see the screen. So I do apologize if that happened to you. You can always try again and maybe I'll see it the next time.
I've been keeping relatively strong.
Just walking through Koreatown. What a shawarma! Looks like Shawarma Daddy has a competitor here. I'm going to open up a place called What a Shawarma Mommy. That'll put them all out of business. And that's the Don 40. Hello.
Sure, it's up to you.
Where's the Poop Cafe these days? I might have already walked past it. I know they moved to a different location not too long ago, but I'm not sure exactly where it is. Hey, look, Jeanette, a bookstore. Yeah, that's true, Peter. And San Francisco is famous for its hills, but Toronto is famous for its ravines. I think I've heard Toronto referred to sort of in a joking way as San Francisco turned inside out or something like that. Hey, Swedish sherries, $9.99. It's shoulders a while, but I've been keeping out. Thank you so much, Swedish sherries, for the generous super chat. So I don't get in the middle of a crowd here. Thank you very kindly, Swedish sherries, much appreciated. That guy was just ripping along through the bike path there, bike lane. I was supposed to be looking out for the Poop Cafe, but I sort of stopped looking. Oh well, I'm not sure where it is. That's a fun place though. You meant keeping up. That's what I thought you meant, Swedish cherries. Keep on keeping up. Have the most convivial chat. I'm thankful for that, you know. I'm glad everyone gets along so well in the chat. Minimal trolls and that sort of thing. Maybe the odd preacher might pop in every now and again.
What?
You're
Oh
kidding.
my God.
Or maybe sometimes a crazy character like Johnny Strides might pop in. Or Action Kid. Gotta watch out for those guys. They're always up to no good. Hey, Carlito's Way, Quad Mods, hello. Here's the Snakes and Lattes. What's up, Jacques Pilot? Alright, we're leaving Koreatown. We're about to enter the Annex. Film and Music Social. These things look interesting, you know, I just never seem to go to them. Cinema, popcorn, $10, you know, affordable price for whatever it is, I think. Hosted by award-winning director Orlando Giraldo. There's that reading rave again. Hey, Once Upon a City, aka Sally, how you doing? Rosie D'Angelo, what's up? I think this is close to completion. I think some units are occupied now, but it's not all the way completed. This is the rental development where Honest Ed's used to be. Here's an old school looking place. Hey, Oscar Sanchez. Busy Bathurst Street. Yeah, this is the famous pizza from the Scott Pilgrim movie, or also the Scott Pilgrim comics before the movie. In the Annex. Insomnia. Wonder how late that place is open. With a name like that, you'd think it'd be open all night, right? Here's the Dollarama that replaced where Sonic Boom used to be. I think the landlord of this building raised the rent such an amount that Sonic Boom basically was forced out. Then they relocated around the corner, and then they had to relocate again to where they are now on Spadina. It's kind of sad though, right? They had a nice prominent location right here in the Annex. And then a greedy landlord basically forced them out. He'd rather have a Dollarama in his building than an awesome, locally famous independent record store like Sonic Boom. His priorities are in check, right? His or her priorities. Joplin S, how you doing? Ian McLeod. He bought many CDs at Sonic Boom, right? At least they're still open. They're just down in Chinatown now, at the southern end of Chinatown on Spadina. Hey, Advisorate. Come out of lurking. Like if I owned a building, I was renting out to businesses in Toronto, I think I'd rather be known as the guy who owns the building that Sonic Boom was in, rather than the guy who owns the building that one of 1,000 Dollaramas are in, right? A lot of the commercial landlords would rather have their storefront sit empty for years rather than lower the rent to someone who wants to set up shop. Doesn't make sense to me. There should be a law against that, really.
They didn't bring their chairs, and so my dad was like,
Hey, Delia is here. Hello, Delia. Yeah, that's a problem in lots of big cities, not just Toronto, obviously. You can see it all over New York, especially in Manhattan. Mostly the big urban popular cities, you know. People like to walk around and take in all the atmosphere of the neighborhoods and that sort of thing. It's all being eroded away because of these landlords. That's my rant for the day, I guess. I don't do a lot of rants, but every once in a while I'll find myself ranting away. Hey, Sam Ronald, 111 Super Chat. Thank you very, very kindly, Sam, for all of your awesome support. It's always good to have you in the chat. Much appreciated, Sam Ronald. Thank you very, very kindly. The old Brunswick house that is now a Valley Village boutique. I don't know, I'm afraid to guess. Let's say 3. I'll say 3. It's not too high, but it's more than one, right? Three seems like more than enough for that to happen at one establishment. Hey, Dennis Leonard, hello. All right, maybe 4. Which is definitely a lot, in my opinion, for that to happen. Tacos and tequila. Seeing lots of Mexican restaurants today. Alan guesses 10. Well, I was right with 4. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's enough, I think, right? I don't think anyone would ever deserve any more than that. Or anyone, no one should deserve any at all, but you know what I mean. Hey, Jeff Stewart, what's up? Yeah, some nice street trees here, right? They seem to be doing okay. Vacant lot here, but it looks like 35 stories is proposed to fill that. With the condo market in the tank right now, I have a feeling we're going to see a definite slowdown in new construction over the next few years. Unless the developers, you know, change their tune. Start building units that people actually want to live in and not charging insane prices for shoeboxes, basically. Some proposed condo towers are being built still, but now they're rental buildings. They switched them to rental from condo. Hey, Arata Yaya, hello. Get to the tower. What's up, Matt Chat? Somebody's recording from the other side of the street, says Jeff. Hello. Hello, whoever you are. Noah. What's up, Noah? I don't see you, but maybe you see me. Mazel tov. The Jewish Community Center across the street there. do a little dance. I'd rather make a little love. Just another average Monday. Whoa, whoa. Alright, we're walking through the U of T stretch here now on Bloor. Takes on a different sort of vibe here. What's up, Coleslaw? Looks like this is rising though. This building has been a long ongoing process in getting built. I think it was all sold before the market took a tumble. They've incorporated this old church into the development. This will be a new residential tower.
And then I'm like, I'm just talking to my friends and shit, and then we call it.
Those were two tall people who just walked past. See, they've had to stabilize the structure. So they tore down most of the church, just leaving these facades. There's the old Rosedale College building from back in the 60s and early 70s. It's pretty infamous. There's a documentary called Dream Tower about that building. Sort of during the hippie days, it was basically a alternative type of learning as part of the U of T, sort of an experiment in alternate learning that was mostly attended by hippies of the time. But it didn't really work out. Hey, Josephine Halligan, hello. Is that your old stomping ground, Howard? Did they have motorcycles parked in the stairways back in the day, Carol? That's crazy. I think now it's a seniors residence, right? And Chrissie Hynde from The Pretenders wrote her autobiography some years back, and she spent time in Toronto in the early 1970s. She almost moved to Toronto. She's from Ohio, but she came up to Toronto because Toronto was considered a really cool city even in the early 70s, right? The Yorkville scene and all that was well known. So she came up here and she spent some time there when it was still Rosedale College, and it blew her mind. She says in the book there was nothing like that anywhere in the United States at the time. But then she ended up moving to England, to London. $6 for a veggie dog. I find all these places now are charging $6 for the veggie dogs. Ray Davies from the Kinks. I'm not sure if she married him or not. Yeah, I can't really say that I know. Hey, Shella Rohassan, hello. Or Rosassin, I guess. Sorry about that. Geez, let me read that again. Sheila. Sheila Rosassin. Hey, thank you very much. Hey, Sergio, hello. Yeah, there was glare on my screen, so I was having a little trouble reading the name there. Hey, Pamela, hello. There's the Varsity Stadium. There's more rock and roll history from the 60s right here at Varsity Stadium also. Or I guess you could say hippie history, not so much just rock and roll, since we're on the subject of hippies in the 60s. I've told this story before, but this is where John Lennon played a very famous concert in 1969 with the Plastic Ono Band, the first concert of the Plastic Ono Band, actually. It's called the Rock and Roll Revival. So it was a bunch of 1950s rock and rollers like Chuck Berry. But John Lennon was considered to be the headliner, along with the Doors. The Doors also played that show. And Alice Cooper played one of his first shows at that concert also. And he gained fame basically because this is the chicken incident where someone threw a chicken on stage during the Alice Cooper show, part of the show, and then Alice Cooper threw the chicken back into the crowd. And unfortunately the chicken did not survive. It made headlines. That sort of launched his career as a shock rocker in a lot of ways, I think. Randy Ruck thought it was a bat. No, that was Ozzy. That was another show in a different decade with Ozzy, where he bit the head off the bat. He thought it was fake. He thought it was a fake bat someone threw on stage. proof. I demand proof. That should be their marketing slogan, right? I demand proof. That's right. Pay me the big bucks. Coming up with ideas for you. Hey, Jake Eves, hello. Me and Don Draper. Well, I am a madman. And there is a Madison Avenue not too far away from here. That's a really good show, by the way, Mad Men. Well, you know what I always have to say whenever I see one of these, right? Maybe someone knows what I always say when I see one of these. Maybe it's been a while since I've said it. Yeah, what do I say when I see a Circle K, Rebecca? Tom Seeley, ooh, yes. I mean, almost. You're more or less right, Tom, yeah. Strange things are afoot. That's what I say. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. It's just from Bill and Ted. It's just a reference from the first Bill and Ted movie. There's the ROM, Royal Ontario Museum. Nice view looking south. The McDonald's across from the ROM? I don't know, I haven't heard it was sketchy. That one replaced another one that was there before. That's Avenue Road. Just trying to decide which way I want to go. Let's stay on Bloor Street. I think I walked through Yorkville not too long ago. Hey, we cracked 400 concurrent viewers. Awesome to see. Thanks, everyone. If you're new to the channel, if you've been enjoying the walk on this busy and sunny Monday, by all means, hit that subscribe button. Because I do streams around the city regularly, usually every 3 or 4 days. I'll do a live stream. And every other day that I don't do a live stream, I'll post a pre-recorded video on my channel where I take a walk through the city. So every day there's something. John Ramirez says, like, subscribe, tell all your friends. That's right. And even your worst enemies. And hit that notification bell also, so you'll be notified when I do post a video or go live again. I'm creeping up on 30,000 subscribers. I still have a little ways to go, about 2,000 subs away. I'm on the verge of hitting 28K. Hopefully I'll hit 28K in the next, I don't know, week or two. I don't know. It's hard to tell subscriber growth. Can't really predict it. It goes up, it goes down. Hey, Johnny B.
That doesn't seem right at all, okay?
Yeah, I'll shy away from those, I think. Hey, Mo. Good to see you. Yeah, the HomeSense is still here, right in the middle of the Mink Mile. And the Winners also. I guess it's because they sometimes sell luxury brands at Winners and HomeSense for discounted prices. So you might be able to pick up something that is for sale at one of these luxury stores inside the Winners, you know, for a much cheaper price. I don't know. You never know what you might find in a Winners or HomeSense. They don't even know. They don't even know what's coming in. Stuff just shows up. Jane says, no, they don't. I don't know. I've seen some luxury branded things on more than one occasion. Oh, maybe you're right then, Jane. Maybe you're right. But they still sport the name of the brand, at least. Maybe it's a sort of a inferior version. You can still walk around with the name. That's important to you. But you won't be finding any Birkin bags in Winners. Or as I like to call them, bumpkin bags. Yeah, I guess if you're paying a vastly discounted price, you might have to expect that the item might not be as well made as the version with the same name that costs like 5 times as much or whatever. I don't know, I'm not a shopper, so I'm just sort of talking out of my ass here, I guess. I never buy anything. Herms. Right, just Smitty? Hey, it's Herms. That's where they have those bumpkin bags. Let's shop. When I do get brought along on a shopping expedition, going into one store after another, I find before too long I just feel this overwhelming urge to lie down on the floor. It's like I can't take it. I can't take it. This is the 4th store in a row we've gone into. Where is there a spot where I can just lie down? That's just how I start to feel, you know, within like a half an hour or so. Hey Abe, how you doing? Hello Paula. Johnny can relate. Paula wants to unsubscribe. Guess I'm too anti-shopping. I won't stand for any anti-shopping talk. Unsubscribe. Oh. Although now someone else has to subscribe. If I lose a subscriber, someone has to step up and replace that subscriber. Who will it be? I know there's someone watching who isn't a subscriber yet. Now's your chance. At Bay and Bloor. Should I walk down Bay? Should I stay on Bloor? Should I walk down Yonge? Maybe stay on Bloor? I don't know. I hate walking under scaffolding. Hey, Diane Brighton, hello. So nice to walk around, you know, when the weather is ideal. No fighting with an umbrella. No worrying about my gadgets getting wet. No wind blowing into the microphone. Ready for the summer, yep. Of course, then I have to deal with the extreme heat, but oh well. I find I do more later at night streams during the hottest part of the summer, just to avoid that. The Birkin bag of streamers. In my case, I'm more like the bumpkin bag of streamers, right? Hey, Raymundo, how you doing? This is the Holt Renfrew store, fancy department store. So a very wealthy person has made a move to purchase 28 of the leases of the Hudson's Bay stores that were slated to close. So I wonder how that will all pan out. She wants to purchase 28 leases in British Columbia, Alberta, and Ontario. I think start a new department store. That will either succeed despite everyone's worst expectations, or it'll fail spectacularly. I guess we'll find out. That's you, Expelta. You're the purchaser. Maybe you could put a department store back in the old abandoned Bay store right up there. It's like a hulking, empty eyesore now. Something has to go there. See where it used to say the Bay? No more of the Bay. I always have to do this when I'm at this intersection. Yonge and Bloor. As we look south down Yonge Street. And we're at the north end of downtown. Expelta, yeah, although it's been renamed. Now it's just called One Bloor West. The new developer did away with the old name, The One. Maybe they thought it was too pretentious or it had too much baggage or something, I don't know. So now it's just One Bloor West. It's literally just about to pass the 300-meter mark in height. It might have already surpassed First Canadian Place, I'm not sure, but if so, it's now the tallest building in the city if it passed First Canadian Place. And once it passes 300 meters, it'll be the first super tall. You know, not including the CN Tower. The CN Tower is its own separate category. Hey, Wayne McKay. Billy T, what's up? I think the owner maybe just took the wheels off, because it doesn't look like it's in bad shape otherwise. The chain still looks good, you know, the seat looks good. Maybe they just come back with the wheels and ride away. But usually when you see a bike like that without any wheels, it usually also doesn't have a seat, and it looks like it's been sitting there rusting away in the elements for like 6 months or a year or more. Hey, Chris the Pepsi driver, how you doing? You're at One Bloor just a few hours ago. Oh. What were you doing there? Did you go inside? We're heading south down Yonge. It's Charles Street. Is Charles really in charge? Should we ask everyone walking along Charles Street? I want to know, is Charles in charge? Is that in fact the truth? Wonder how many weird responses I would get. Another shawarma place.
So when I raise money for charity,
Another Yonge Street walk, but what the heck, right? Yonge Street is the one street in Toronto that you can walk up and down over and over and over again. And it's still interesting most of the time, and most people still want to see it again and again. It has its detractors, of course. A lot of people think it's sketchy and ugly. I like it. I think it has just the right amount of eclecticism, I guess. Jellybean loves Yonge Street. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'll always be a fan of Yonge Street. Some people literally think it's so terrible they won't even walk down it. Or some people have said that if they have visitors from out of town, they won't even take them to Yonge Street because they're too embarrassed by it. It's like, are you serious? These are like Reddit comments, right? The things you read on Reddit often don't align with reality.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Do you want to say hi? All right.
Hi.
How you doing? How you doing? I'm streamer, yeah.
My name's TJ Isa on the Bicycle.
Right on, right on.
From Bleecker.
From Bleecker, nice.
ECK can't lie.
Yeah, I live in the neighborhood. I live in the neighborhood too. Nice. This is Isabella Street. Hello. Everyone is welcome in my live stream. Yeah. How you doing?
Are you on live?
I'm live, yeah.
How many people are on it?
Right now we got 403 people watching. Yeah. See, you never know what you're gonna encounter on Yonge Street, right? Heading south down Yonge, the Bootmaster. Not to be confused with the Gatekeeper or the Keymaster, you know. The Bootmaster, that's something else completely. a shawarma daddy. I still say shawarma mama is more fun to say. It just flows out of your mouth, you know? Shawarma mama. Hey, BBQ with Neil, hello. What's up, Jennifer Gala? Hey, we have 420 viewers. Whenever we hit that number of viewers, I always like to say, for those who indulge, that was your chance, I guess. All right, later, Lilo. It was good to have you. Crossing Wellesley. Hey, what's up, Audley Free? Hey, sure thing, Lilo. Thanks. They keep looking back. Is that guy still streaming? Hey, you can always check out my YouTube channel.
Do you know what Toronto Tans is?
Toronto what?
Toronto Tans.
What's it called?
Toronto Tans.
Toronto Tans.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
no, I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry. Okay.
May Alexis in the here.
Hey, Jillian Felix. Hello. I'm looking for a tanning place. What is this? Is this a restaurant coming soon? Hey, what's up, Gertige? I Still haven't tried Japa Dog. They do have veggie dogs though. And S says it's at 531 Yonge. Toronto Tans, or whatever it's called. Well, they can find it. On Ken. Ken, yeah.
I know another guy that's tours, his name is John.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, we do.
Keep
We
it up,
do.
man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah.
Good idea for YouTube.
Yeah, cool, man. Thanks. See ya. I think he thought I was Johnny, that guy. I was just in Johnny's live stream the other day, so. Hey, Han, hello. Chris, the Pepsi driver, I have been to the Shake Shack. I made a video actually where I went and tried a shake. I wonder if I should cross. Let's cross, because I'm going to have to cross anyway once we get to college. We're bosom buddies. I guess some people who watch Johnny's channel but don't watch mine don't watch all of his videos, because if they did, they would have seen me, like, I don't know, how many times have I appeared in Johnny's videos or streams? A lot, right? So they must not watch all of them. Right, Yonge and College Park. Gertish, no, I'm like way down at Yonge and College here. College Park. Far away from that land. I'm basically in my land here. Oh wow, I just realized probably won't show up on the stream here. Let me zoom in. You can see the Sky Tower is starting to pop up over the L Tower down at the foot of Yonge Street. So from here you'll see the Sky Tower looking very tall once it's topped out. That one's going to be 106 stories high. Hey Brent, hello. And Kurt also. What's up, Kurt? And then there's that one, Concord Sky. That'll be crazy tall from this vantage point. There's a park called College Park. No traffic here. Hey, done, way done. $5. Refreshing beverage. I think that'll be just the right amount to get me one of those refreshing beverages. Thank you very kindly. Done, way done. Much appreciated. Yabba dabba doo. What time is it? It is 7:43. Hello, Ida. Welcome. Yonge and Gerrard. Yeah, what time is sunset these days? Doesn't seem to be setting as of yet. Maybe in another 45 minutes or so. Or half an hour? I don't know. Hey Lisa, hello. Hello Garcia Giles, welcome. Looking forward to visiting soon. Yeah, I hope you enjoy your visit. Now that we're finally coming into the actual warm weather. Ronnie 81, hello. Sunset's at 8:45. Okay. Geez, it's pretty late, right? Sunset is getting pretty late now. Hey, there's Johnny Strides on his way to his next big event. What's up, Strides?
Elmer passing out.
cargo. Walking past Thai on Yonge, yum yum yum. Hey Victor.
Bro, you streaming?
Yep.
Streamer. Are you from the States?
No,
Where are you from?
from here.
Really?
Yeah,
Can I be on your stream?
of course. Yeah, man.
Hey guys, what's up? I don't know how many people are watching, but we're in Toronto now. We're with him. He just got some food, man. We're just walking through the streets, though, man.
Nice.
I'm an actor. He's a videographer.
Nice.
We're here in Toronto. I'll be back.
Are you guys from here or elsewhere?
We're from the States, man.
Oh, you're from the States. Okay.
So we're just kind of here enjoying Toronto, just like you are.
Are you a streamer?
Me? No,
Yeah.
no, I'm an actor. I'm an actor.
You're an actor. Okay.
I'm an actor. Is your chat active?
Well, I've got 403
wow.
people. Yeah. Yeah. They're just watching me walk around the city. I've been streaming for.
She said, I knew that dude was going to say something. Sorry, Lisa. I didn't want to mess it up. She said, I knew that dude was going to say something.
Oh, enjoy the city, man. How long are you here for?
Man, I'm here until August.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm here for
All right. Well,
I'm going to take a sample really quick.
plenty of time to, you know,
Enjoy the city.
enjoy
right?
it. Yeah. Sweet.
Sure.
All right.
Nice meeting you,
See
man.
ya.
You have a good one.
See ya. Oops.
Mike, I wasn't negative about that day.
Almost got taken out by a drunk person there. Woman. She's stumbling all over the place. It's funny though that he assumed I was from the States for some reason, just because I was streaming. I guess he's not aware of the extremely saturated Toronto live streaming scene. There are more streamers here than you can shake a stick at. Got some Muzak. We're entering the Muzak zone. Gotta do some strategic muting here to get through the Muzak zone. Yeah, I saw that uber long stream that Henry did, and that's not even his longest stream. He's done longer than that before. Yeah, Sam the Record Man used to be where that building is right there, the Student Learning Center. That's where Sam's used to be. And this used to be the HMV Superstore right here, where Five Guys is, and the weed store, one of a million weed stores. Bon Me Boys. The world's biggest bookstore was right around the corner here on Edward Street. It was right there. Now there's this condo. So that's where the world's biggest bookstore was. Hello. Hello again. You got BMV books there though, so you can still get your book fix there. But the Value Village and T&T Supermarket are now where the world's biggest bookstore used to be. When were you?
Yeah, so you got those people.
Hey, oh, misses the arcades, yeah. It's just a relic of bygone days, right? There's still a few arcades around though. It's not like they don't exist anymore. They're mostly just seen as a retro experience now. There's a couple places where you can play pinball. A couple places full of old classic arcade games. So you can still do that. It sort of has a hipster vibe to it though, now. Unlike back in the day. Alright. Yonge and Dundas. Yonge and the Dundas. DMV is your local. Jelly bean, $5. Zanzibar fun from Jane and you. I'll put that to good use, most definitely. Thank you very kindly, Jellybean and Jane, if you're also in on that. Cheers to the Zanzibar Fund. Much appreciated. No, we're not doing Metro today, no. I'm all stocked up for the most part. Whoa, what's this music here? Holy moly. This place is just a minefield of music, man. You gotta watch out around every corner. Every other person has something blasting, whether it's music or preaching or whatever the case may be. Yonge and Dundas. Hey, this is finally open. It was taking a really long time, but it is open for business now. Iraqi street food. Oh, sorry.
A young mother lost her child to keep the precious fruit inside of the fridge. Stretching meals.
Pretty busy. I think a lot of people were waiting for this place.
Depend on food banks, including more than 1,200 food banks and hunger relief organizations supported by Feed Ontario. Please, give now at feedontariotogether.ca.
Hey, Smokes, hello. Go to Sherbourne and Dundas. That's where I live, man. I live literally one block west of Sherbourne and Dundas. The Octo Zone. This one is still a work in progress. This has been taking a long time also. Hey, Ken Lan, hello. Your daughter makes you watch Faye's Rug, but she doesn't make you watch me. What's up with that? You make her watch me, right? Oh, I don't want to watch that Ken guy. Ugh. Yeah, Paramount. Is there a show at Massey Hall tonight? No, it doesn't look like it. The sign isn't turned on. When the sign's not turned on, there's no show. Usually. My phone battery is at 64%. So it's still doing pretty good. The surfer guy with long hair, right?
Interesting take.
Just walked past another Circle K. More strange things are afoot there. We'll see, Kurt. We'll see. I don't know if I'll buy some proper shorts or just take an old pair of pants I don't wear anymore and chop the legs off. But then how short should I cut the legs off if that's what I do? Do I want to get like 1980s style short shorts, you know? That's so everyone wore them. Not these weird long shorts that everyone has now. Don't do Daisy Dukes. Also at the old Bank of Montreal, this building on the corner, it's still a bank. So there's still a BMO bank in there. But the building has been sort of facadomized. That's what they do to some old buildings in Toronto. They facadomize them to build a new building on top. Where am I heading? I don't know. I'm not really heading anywhere, to be honest. I'm just walking. There's the Hudson's Bay Saks Fifth Avenue building. So hopefully that person will open up one of the new stores here. If that's the plan, right? Cargo shorts. That is insanely noisy and also polluting, man. Just inhaling gas fumes as you walk past there. Tennis skirts. What about tennis shorts? Is that a thing? It's 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm gonna keep it going a little longer. I know I often end it at around this time, but let's keep it going. Maybe I'll take us to Brookside Park. We'll see if the dog fountain is turned on yet. I have a feeling it's not. I'm almost positive it's not turned on yet. Well, let's check it out. So this is either the Deneen Coffee Company or the Dineen Coffee Company. I don't know how else you could pronounce it.
Are you like live streaming?
I'm live streaming, yeah.
What are you streaming on?
On YouTube.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What are you trying to show the chat?
Just Toronto.
Around
I just
Toronto?
do walks around Toronto, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. The Ken Continuum is the channel.
Oh wait, what is it?
The Ken Continuum.
The Ken Continuum? Hold
Yeah,
on, let me
yeah.
write you down. Found you.
Sweet. Yeah.
Alright, I got you.
Oh, nice, man.
Alright, enjoy
Much
your
appreciate
stream,
it. Yeah, thanks, man. All right. Enjoy the day. It's nice. Nice out. It's nice today. Yeah. Got a new subscriber.
Yeah, you gotta like be consistent with it and eventually feel like gain some sort of traction. Yeah. I mean,
That's Adelaide. Hey, enjoy the decline. Well, you know, gotta be cool when the time is right. Most of the time there's no reason not to be cool. What's my favorite Phil Collins song? Like as in solo Phil Collins or Genesis Phil Collins? Adelaide Canyon. Solo Phil Collins? Let's say Susudio. Isn't that one of his most hated songs for some reason? Or In the Air Tonight. That's solo Phil, right? In the Air. And I kind of like that song That's All from Genesis Phil Collins. I mean, I like a lot of the songs obviously, but I just like singing along with that one. Dun 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 dun. I listened to some Peter Gabriel era Genesis. Not a lot. I knew him more as the solo Peter Gabriel, you know, when I was sort of coming of age, getting into music. But of course, you know, I went back and listened to some of the other stuff from before. We're at King and Yonge. Came all the way down from Yonge and Bloor, way up there. Hey, Capo Cappy, hello. Here's this very poorly planned project here that's been bungling up the street here for a long time now. Lower Yonge. Check out this canyon here. It's like, should I cross or should I just walk along here? I kind of feel like you have to cross. Hey, Banger, hello. Yeah, that guy just decided to cross right when I was zoomed in. Little did he know that we got to see every detail of his face. That guy has 57 hairs on his nose. I want to go back to the other side of the street. Hey, Seabird, hello. Really, Gavalt. Just want to cross the freaking street already. Hey, hey, hey. Hotel Victoria. It's a nice little sort of boutique hotel. Could have taken Wellington over to the park, but let's just go down to front. $20.77. I think Toronto will be a huge mega city by 2077. Lots of it will still look the same, but there'll be so many new buildings by then. It will be like a whole other city in a lot of ways, right? But the old neighborhoods will still be there. Like old Cabbagetown will still be there. It'll still be old Cabbagetown, you know. Union Station will still be Union Station. It's not that far in the future, really. Probably be upwards of like 20 million people in the Toronto area by then. It's already over 10 million in the Toronto area. Any show at Meridian Hall? Looks quiet. Christy Turner says flying cars. I hope. I've been waiting for flying cars since I was a kid. I was promised flying cars by now, you know. I know there are some prototypes out there for actual flying cars, but none of them really are the type of flying car that I was hoping to see. The kind like in Blade Runner, you know. I don't want some weird thing that looks like an airplane. No, I want a flying car. Something that looks like a car, and then it just hovers above the ground and its wheels fold up. That's what I want. You know, like the DeLorean, you know. That's what I want from Back to the Future. These weird airplane looking things. Sorry, that's just a small airplane. That's not a flying car. Or a helicopter looking thing. Nope, that's just a helicopter. Or like the Jetsons, right? Where your car folds up into a briefcase. That's what I want. Just as I predicted, the dog fountain is not turned on yet. Well, June is just a few days away, as was just mentioned in the chat, so come on, what's the hold up here? Turn this baby on, man. Quit stalling, get on with the show. Look at that dog. Hello. What will the Toronto accent sound like? I'm almost afraid to imagine what it might sound like. Well, maybe I'm at the end of the line, as the traveling Wilburys once said. Unfortunately, not with a turned on fountain here at Brookside Park, but oh well, as soon as it is on, I'll most definitely be checking it out. But thank you everyone for joining me on a Monday evening stream. We had beautiful weather. We had an awesome crowd in the chat tonight. Very much appreciated to everyone who clicked in to the stream, I guess I should say. Not really tuned in, right? Thank you all for joining me as I walked around the city. We were in Little Portugal at the beginning of the stream. Made our way up to Bloor Street and then east into downtown, down Yonge. I had a great time. Super fun to chat with you all. So I hope to see you in my next stream, you know, in the next 3 or 4 days. Of course, hit all the buttons if you haven't already done that. You know, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Yada yada. You know the drill. Because my next stream will be in 3 or 4 days, and I'll be premiering a pre-recorded video tomorrow with another Toronto streamer you might know, who will be making an appearance in that video, so stay tuned for that around 7:15 p.m. I'm going to premiere that video. There will be a live chat during the premiere, so hope to see you there for that one also. And thanks to Alan K and any of the other mods who might have popped in or out, or maybe were lurking. Much appreciated for all your work. And a big thanks to all those who sent support to the channel, with super chats, super stickers, or any other form of support. It's very, very much appreciated. Thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart for supporting. Until next time, I will continue. Cheers, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Have a good night. And thanks to the channel members as well. Alright, I guess that's it from Brookside Park. Looking at the dogs, looking at the bone. And one cat. Don't forget about the cat. The cat looking at the bird over there. All right, enough rambling. Later, everyone.